Oh, this doesn't look too bad.
We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of Ingrid Quetzalcoatl.
Gods. Why does it have to be gods? As if the Enterprise hasn't had enough bad experiences with beings who claim to be gods or just have godlike abilities.
McCoy is examining the floor of the pit.
Oh, really?
There is a tiny hole in the wall at this point. Certainly no human could crawl through here.
Oh.
This particular snake doesn't seem to like your company and moves whenever you get near it.
Well, at least it isn't trying to bite me.
Spock is carefully examining the pit.
Oh, again McCoy and Spock are doing the same thing.
James T. Kirk does not seem very happy with his current predicament. Lieutenant Strachey is carefully examining the pit. He doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood right now.
Yeah, Kirk does that a lot during this part.
No enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
Oh, you're a smart one. No wonder you're in security.
Those vines would be useful to escape if we could reach them.
Do I look like a Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
There are rocks here quite suitable for picking up and throwing.
Of course, analyze.
It looks like a Xanthorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to humans.
How do you have a species that is common over several different worlds, unless they were being transported somehow? Ooh, and to think what trouble sticking unfamiliar species to other ecosystem does on Earth. I don't even want to think what that kind of stuff does on interplanetary scale. Oh, let's do it. Intelligent thing and try to pick up the snake.
It would appear that this is where the snake lives, Captain. A pile of small, igneous rocks, Captain. This vine is not likely to support our weight by itself, Captain. You would have to find some way to reinforce it.
Like, say, another vine?
Nothing to report, Captain.
Oh yeah, there's also...
There is a light suspended from above by a chain.
Well, at least we can pick up rocks.
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
Oh, why didn't I think of this earlier? Let's make our own footholds by the phaser.
It is logical that an entity that professes to teach peace would render our phasers inoperative.
Not to mention an entity that seems to have godlike powers. Well, that sucks. Hey, let's prevent the snake from going into the hole and now pick it up. Why? Because this is an adventure game. You pick up whatever you can. And...
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore.
Thank God.
Good try though, sir.
Who cares about baseball anyway? Maybe some silly Americans, but that's it.
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right, we're on our way.
What does Spock say about it now?
Nothing to report. This vine is not like...
Well, fine. 2 vines is enough. Are enough? Whatever. Oh yeah, one thing you can examine are these.
Feral red eyes glare out of the dark at you.
So, do we have to tell everyone to climb individually or... Oh, they do it automatically. Lovely. Well,
Lieutenant Strachey appears fascinated by the vines hanging from the trees. Spock is examining the surrounding terrain for signs of danger. Anything else would be illogical.
fascinating.
Kirk is wondering what he said that made Quetzalcoatl so angry.
Oh, gee, I wonder. First, Quetzalcoatl says that professes peace, and then you say his followers turned out to be one of the most warmongering cultures on Earth.
McCoy is filled with premonitions of injury and death. Why else would they have brought him along?
I don't know, ask the game designers.
He doesn't seem to...
Yeah.
Staying in this overgrown region could prove quite dangerous. I suggest we continue, Captain.
This jungle is sure lush, Jim. Speaking of lush, I could use a nice Sonian brandy about now.
I feel like someone's watching us, Captain.
Ah, that's just your paranoia acting up.
Trees to the left of you. Trees to the right of you. Into the valley of trees raced the landing party.
That's unusually poetic.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
And there isn't anything else really to examine here. Kind of a pointless screen in any case.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
An actual Aztec?
Towering over your security officer, holding a great spear in his huge hand, the great warrior Tolokzak will let no one pass him.
What is an Aztec doing here?
Your security officer looks at you for orders and perhaps inspiration.
Nice planet. I kind of like it.
Well, here's an order for you. Attack!
All right. Time for some action. Let me show you how we did it at the academy. Captain, do you realize how big this guy is?
Oh boy. One place in the game where it would make sense to get a Redshirt killed, and self-preservation instincts kick in.
Spock looks small compared to the great warrior. McCoy seems rather nervous. You are James Tiberius Kirk, captain of the USS Enterprise.
Well, either this Aztec is a real flesh and blood human being, or I'm going to be retired as soon as I get back to the Enterprise.
Well,
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
He doesn't seem to be...
right.
Perhaps our host will be more reasonable now. I recommend trying to locate him, Captain.
Did you ever get the feeling that people don't like you?
Only when they are threatening me. Spock?
Captain, I do not think that I can defeat him in personal combat.
What about the nerve pinch?
What about your famous nerve pinch?
It is unlikely to work on a man of that size, Doctor.
I've never heard that limitation before.
Damn, he noticed.
Coy?
Isn't that what they said to David before he fought Goliath?
Doctor, may I remind you that David defeated Goliath?
Well then, send in David.
Let's try reasoning with the guy first.
I will not listen to your deceitful ways.
Well, Quetzalcoatl is a feathered servant, so let's try the snake.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl. But only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass.
Well, anything to sedate him? No. Oh, you don't.
Still inoperative, Captain.
Alright, he disabled the communicator as well. So, no way to take him hand to hand, but that bit about David and Goliath gave me an idea. So,
All right.
I will not listen to you.
fine, let's give him another smack. Hooray!
Tolokzak falls to the ground unconscious.
He dropped a knife, Jim.
Excellent. Kirk and David and Goliath. 24th century start. No wait, 23rd. Plus à chance, plus à même chose.